Vanderbilt, you notice I'm still wearing my shades, and it's not because it's bright outside, it's because we have a star in here. That's right. This is Miss Sarah Barr, or Miss Sarah Lockwood Barr, as she's known out on the music circuit. Now, would you consider yourself more of a rock star, a country star? Now, how would you categorize yourself?
I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I've been calling myself Americana, which is a sort of folk rock genre, so I've got a mix of influences in there.
So kind of like the Nancy Griffith kind of vein? Or...
Absolutely. And Nancy Griffith, I would say I go towards a little bit of Sheryl Crow, a little bit of Taylor Swift, a little bit of Adele. If you're going to go for big names, that's sort of like a combination of those artists, I think.
So something for everybody, which is fantastic. And okay, and so you classify yourself as Americana. For the people who don't already know of you, how long have you been playing? Well, what got you into music?
I've been playing music my entire childhood. I grew up playing classical piano and everything like that, and then in middle school I started arranging music. And so I started taking songs on the radio and rewriting them and redoing them on the piano. And then in high school I started writing and picked up guitar and banjo, and then made my way here. And the first 2 years at Vanderbilt I really just did on-campus coffee houses and such. And then the summer after sophomore year I lived in Nashville, and I stayed in my sorority house for the summer. And I just started playing around the city and doing open mics and writers' nights and picking up shows where I could. And joined Nashville Songwriters Association International, and it just sort of picked up momentum from there, and just finished my first full-length album, which was released last month. So it's, and I just recorded a new music video. There's lots going on. It's a very exciting thing. Sometimes it's hard to study.
Absolutely. Well, I can imagine we get that much excitement going on. Now, what's the name of the album for those who don't already know?
It is called The 25th Hour, and it is under my musician name, Lockwood Barr.
All right, so guys, remember to check out The 25th Hour. Is there a particular single they should be looking out with on that, our top song on that album, or are they all just equally fantastic?
I think they're equally fantastic.
Of course,
it's kind of like trying to, it's like asking a chef what their favorite, I think, meal is, or a mother what their favorite child is.
Absolutely.
They're all, but the music video is to the song Wake Me Up, which is the first track on the album, so I think stay tuned for that.
So you had a real-life music video made with one of your songs. Now how? First of all, what's the process like for that? Do you take the kind of what the song's concept is and try and play something in the kind of rhythm that it goes to, or?
Yeah, we have a couple different shots in the video. There are two what are called artist shots, where I'm actually singing and performing. And one is I'm sitting on a bed in a bedroom. It's Wake Me Up. It's about a dream. And so I'm singing on the bed, and then the other artist shot is me actually playing guitar and playing the song on the side porch of an old Georgian mansion out in Green Hills to give it sort of the more country feel. And then there are a couple other scenes throughout where it's sort of I'm acting out what's actually going on in the song. So I have some scenes walking around in Franklin, Tennessee, where some of my Vandy friends came out and they're featured. There's also a scene of me just like getting ready to dress her, different things, and then there's a dream sequence, which is probably the brightest.
Dream sequence.
I'll wait to share more details.
Say two more details on that. Okay, so my mind's running wild with all the possibilities with that one. Now, well, you mentioned you got like a mansion out in Green Hills that you went to. Did you go about like acquiring different locations for periods of time? Or?
Yeah, we did. I sat down. It was directed by the Vanderbilt Film Department, so it was a very exciting process. And huge thank you to seniors Mary Beth Metter, Tyler Stein, and Catherine Sloan. We all sat down together and just sort of started brainstorming, and I talked through the song and why I had written it and what had gone into it and what I thought about every time I sang it. And so we just started brainstorming locations of the songs, and I pulled out my favorite music videos growing up and things that I felt matched the energy of the song. And so yeah, we started brainstorming locations and concepts and everything like that. And this house is wonderful. It belongs to it's a family house on the other side of my family, one of my cousin-in-law's grandparents, and it owns this house, and it hasn't been lived in for quite a while, and so it has a very abandoned look, and it's a very large plot of land with very stone entranceway and old-fashioned driveway. There's so much character. It's really phenomenal. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of land and a gorgeous house. And so it's where I did a lot of my artist shots for my album artwork as well. I'm in love with it. So that's where we shot both the dream sequence and one of the artist shots.
Well, that's very cool. And is it kind of hard for you as an artist when I know you mentioned you were working with a large group of people to make a music video, to give away part of your vision? Because I imagine you had something in your mind's eye what that song means. I know I always get that when I listen to a song. So I imagine for someone who's written one, you've got a very specific image to allow someone to take part of that image and make it their own in their way. Is that kind of difficult for you?
It was difficult at first, and the entire crew though was very supportive of taking my opinions, and we'd look back at footage, and they were very respectful if I said, no, that's not the look I'm going for. Could we fade out the colors a little more and try a different angle? They were very supportive the whole time. And throughout the process, I got better at, I think, articulating what I was thinking. It got easier and easier for me as I started learning some of the vocabulary and the types of cameras and things like that, to sort of say, I'd like a such and such angle with a, 2.5 setting and, all sorts of things. So it was definitely a learning process, but it was a lot of fun, and I felt very supported artistically. So.
Very cool. And okay. And so when will this music video be coming out? I remember you said it's due to be released.
Yes. We officially finished filming yesterday.
Oh.
So I'm very excited. And it's literally, the editing is starting today. So very soon. I'm going for hopefully like a mid-March release.
Mid-March release. People get back from spring break, got something fun to watch.
Yes.
Be very cool. And you also mentioned that you've got another event coming up later on.
I do. I'm doing an official Nashville album release show and sort of party. And it's going to be March 15th, which is the Thursday we come back from spring break. And it's going to be at the Tin Roof. So I wanted to really cater to Vanderbilt students because this has really been the community that's helped me jumpstart everything and supported me through my live performances. So, I'm hoping it's a place that Vandy students go, anyways, on a Thursday night. And it's going to be featuring various Vanderbilt students. So keep a lookout on my Facebook page and different things like that. So.
Absolutely. It's Vanderbilt. Be looking out for the 25th Hour album coming out, as well as the music video. And, of course, you already go to Tin Roof on a Thursday night. Why not drop by and listen to some great music?